So again, we're back. But from now on, we're gonna do a regular live stream again. As I'm back, my girlfriend has gone. So racism is back again, guys. We can do racism from now on as well. These I will use later. Studying things I will do later. Hey yo, is the food good? Yes, Chinese food is pretty good, and particularly in Chongqing, I mean especially in Chongqing, the food is very spicy. So if you like spicy food, yay, you know where to go. Chongqing. Actually, not just Chongqing. Almost here, like Western Chinese food, I guess is very good. What do you look like? I don't know. Does it really matter? Either way, I'm demonetized. It doesn't matter. Yay. I just got demonetized. I don't know why. They said my live stream is inauthentic. You know? Shanghai is Chongqing. Shanghai is that China in the background? Yeah. We're in China and we're gonna go outside, but there are some problems. Okay, let me explain to you guys all the problems that I'm facing now. Egg roll, where? So the first problem, I'm demonetized. Second problem, I don't have a SIM card anymore. So I cannot go outside and do the live stream smoothly. Do you know a song called Palmo? No. Shenzhen or is Chongqing? How much does a kilo of chili cost? In Chongqing, a kilo of chili depends. What type of chili? There's like normal one that's maybe 6 RMB, 5 RMB, 3 RMB. How about chili powder? That was pretty cheap as well. No, what's that song? Palmo. Urban Legends. There are a lot of urban legends. There's a entire movie surrounding urban legends. What this? About cheese ball. About China, I had a friend in university in Canada who was from an industrial city in China. There's a lot of do you eat guinea pigs there? No. There's a lot of industrial cities in China. So which one? Chongqing is an industrial city. All the major cities are industrial either way. No one. I don't know. Leave the guinea pig out of this. No one eats guinea pig, right? That was a new one. I've never seen anyone eating guinea pig. Oh my god, my back hurts. He said there were some streets where sun never touches the sidewalk. The towers are so small on either side. Really? I don't know. Look, China is very, very big, right? That can be true for not just like Chongqing or not just China, but can be true for any country that is like this big. Understand? So if a country is this big, there's possibility of it, but I haven't seen it, so I cannot say it's true. One thing I noticed on Google Map, China is I see older neighborhood with older houses, and then there is neighborhood with apartment like this. Eh, isn't that normal? Wait, isn't that every country? There are villages and cities. What happening here? What number one? I don't know. You seem very nice. Are you? I'm not. Some fat San Antonio on Antonio. Women go there whole life without the sun ever touching their toes. The storm is in the way. Fuck you. So how to say? So bad thing to say, but it's okay. Besides China, which country would you like to live in? Probably Netherlands. Any Nordic country is okay. Recently, I've been watching a lot of Como, Italy, in Google Map. It's so beautiful. He also said that like fresh fruit is very expensive in some areas. Maybe, but things are like meat or grains can be very cheap. For example, cheap and expensive compared to what, right? Right. For example, if you compare like any Western country to China, fresh fruits are very, very cheap, right? It's gonna be very, very extremely cheap, not just normal cheap. Mm, neighborhood towns are very old and look worse than these apartment neighborhoods. It look like Mel Times neighborhood. Really? Can be, can be. Like depends on where you're looking. If you're looking at middle of nowhere, probably yes. Because you know there's a lot of people who lives in China. Like there's around 1.5 million people. If there's 1.5 million people, there can be like a poor neighborhood as well. But poor neighborhoods are becoming extinct in China. Like all the poor things are becoming extinct. Extinct. People are moving out of those houses. There can be houses, but maybe not renovated. But mostly people are moving out. That's when he was young. He never had fresh juice. That's weird to never have fresh juice. Is he like 100 years old? Yes, I do eat dog. Wait. By the way, guys, don't do racism because I already demonetized. From now on, no more racism. I cannot make money out of YouTube anymore because I'm demonetized. If you wanna do racism, we can do a racism live stream in another place. Some neighborhoods are pretty old as well, but I have not seen an old neighborhood myself because I live in the city. No, no one eats dogs, guys. Who will eat that? Have cows and pigs. And no more racism from this from now on. No more because I got demonetized. I talked about this in the chat GPT and it said that some of the old neighborhoods are getting emptied because people are moving. Yes, that's what I said. It's very rare. Some of them are waiting to be renovated. It takes time, you know, but most poor neighborhoods are poor neighborhoods. There are like I saw a poor neighborhood, okay, nearby. Uh, it's like very, very poor, but it's abandoned. Understand? Is it raining? Not today. To be honest, I don't know. When I went outside in the morning, it was raining. So I'm not sure if it's raining still or not. I didn't check the weather. I should check the weather, right? And I'm demonetized. I'm gonna show you guys something I like. Tim Sutton hazelnut flavored coffee. I like this coffee. Is it like a million people, millions of people? What millions of people? There's billion of people. 1.4 billion people in China. Right? Is it 1.5 now? Or 6? Something like that? Should be. I think a small amount of people still live in this there because it's cheap. No. No one lives there because it's dangerous. China is already cheap. If you have some amount of money, you're probably gonna live in normal places, okay? Maybe not very expensive places, but probably something somewhere normal. Which I think has the most influence on China? I don't know. Difficult to say. I think you cannot say it properly, right? 40 million people in Canada, lots of open space, but everyone lives in the cities anyway. Yes, I know. But Canada also has like places where people do live, like university, like Manitoba, right? Because I applied for University of Manitoba, and that place, I have some friends there. They say like they drive like 7 or 8 kilometers to go to groceries. That's insane. Today is Eid al-Fitr for Muslims. All Muslims are praying for blah 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 blah. Uh, mm, Today is not Eid al-Fitr for us. If you are a Muslim, I don't think you are a Muslim because you don't know that Muslim use the lunar calendar. So it's not Eid al-Fitr for everyone. It's Eid al-Fitr for you doesn't mean that it is Eid al-Fitr for us as well. In China, it's tomorrow. If you don't understand how the lunar calendar works, how can you be Muslim? Can you go and get some Dong Xiaomi like special seasoning? Guys, no more racism. I got demonetized. Okay. China is not everything is produced in the country, but a lot of so you can get around buying only Chinese brands that are cheaper and becoming better. Yes, that's true. Yes, you can. Oh, that's actually really really true. Another advantage is that Like because there's a lot of people, right? So there's a lot more innovation, a lot more manpower. Human. When we studied economy, we studied like human power, human resources, right? All people are resources. So if you use your human resources very well, you're gonna get lot of money, a lot of value out of it. For example, Singapore is a very good example of it, right? It's a country without any natural resources, but yet it's doing very, very well, right? Distance in Canada can be very large. Yes, I will still consider very close by Canadian. Makes sense, makes sense. In China as well. Well, these are very big country, So makes sense. I applied for another university in Canada, Royal Rose University. I just recently remembered the name because I subscribed to their channel. I think that university is so beautiful. Someday I want to go to Royal Rose University. Just have a look around. Not for PhD anymore because the university quality is not that good, but it's okay. What about the UFOs from? I don't know. Why is everything gray and foggy? Because it's a foggy city. Chongqing, UBC or SFU. What's UBC and SFU? Blah, blah, blah. It's not air pollution. These days, the AQI of air is very good. UBC is which one? Which one is UBC? UBC in Canada. There is less likely UBC, UB. Actually, nowadays, I know that in Canada, there's no jobs, right? UBC in Canada. Not there's no jobs, but there's less jobs, right? Oh, university. I no, 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 no. I don't want to go to those universities. I know those universities. Yes, yeah, it's good university, but uh, for example, British Columbian University. I don't want to go there. I have a lot of people I know there. Then Simon Fraser University. I'm not going there 100%. I don't think they're that good university, are they? Let me search. Because I know in both universities, I have a lot of people I know. Yeah, I need to connect my keyboard. Wait a bit. I had to leave because there was no work and Moss killed my pet dog. What? How what's happening? Cost of living is very high in Vancouver. That's probably the biggest drawback. Yeah, makes sense. But if I go Canada, I want to go to Vancouver. Either way, if I go Canada or any country, I'm gonna go for PhD. So cost will not be a problem. Salary in China are generally, I think, in the middle tier. Not very great, but not very bad, especially if you live and eat like an American. It depends. Really, are you joking or it's that true? I have never heard that. Wait. 1 second. Management science and engineering. I know that university will pay me like $2,000, something like that, right? Yeah, I know. I'm not going to any university that rank above 100. I have a friend in University of Toronto. Oh, I didn't know. That's something. So the salaries in China, salary is always based. Accident happened. Whoa, oh, that's something. That's something I need to look at. That sounds interesting. Uh, wait. The salary of China, so salary in any country is comparable to your expenditures, right? For example, in China, if you do like a normal job, you're gonna get enough money to live normally, okay? Not lavishly. But for example, if you think about it, like, right, like for example, my girlfriend, she earns 20,000 RMB. So her salary is very high. If you eat and live like an American, is still gonna save like shit ton of money, right? The only way like she can spend all her salary is if she like going to buffet every day or something like that. My poor dog. Wait. We were taught something when we were lit. No, I didn't understand. I wanna search it. Mons. attacks in Canada. In Canada. After a little bit, by the way, let's go outside, take a walk, okay? But the live stream will pause. Friend who had the same thing happen to their older lab. Oh, yo, eh. I moved back to Scotland a month later. Oh, whoa. I applied for Scotland as well. You know, I applied for Glasgow University. But I don't know if I can go there or not. Because I need to apply for scholarship. It's good. It's not bad. I got demonetized, so that's the main thing. Are generally lower than Japan. Yes, of course, it's gonna be lower than Japan and Korea, but Japan and Korea is extremely expensive. You need to remember. For example, in Japan, if you do a normal job, most likely you're not living well. Understand? We have a big male red deer here, but Atlanta won't kill your pets or damage it. Makes sense. I don't know. They said my videos are inauthentic. YouTube said blah blah blah. I depressed about this. Yeah, mom, look, my videos are inauthentic. How can my videos be inauthentic? It's live. Yes, it's live. How can it be unauthentic? Inauthentic. Look at that. It's live. I'm talking myself, giving commentary. They say it's inauthentic. Is it because it's China? Maybe. Yes, right? And I try to, yeah. But they demonetized me, so I can reapply again after like next month, making a Q&A. I don't know, just bored and depressed. I look at Japan on Google Maps, the roads looks perfect as if that's because maybe you just look at Tokyo. For example, in China, there is no road that I have ever seen that is broken in my entire life. Understand? So I think Japan and Korea is gonna be similar because I have Japanese friends, right? It's similar. Like development is similar, but especially when you see some channels on live, literally have videos playing on loop. Yeah, but I am the inauthentic one. That's why from now on, no more racism. Viewers, why are they still monetized? I don't know. Maybe they thought my one is similar. Maybe because I talk about Palestine sometimes. Who knows? Chongqing, guys. It's in Chongqing. Ah, hmm. Japan has its own share of problems as well. Understand? Japan is an ultra capitalistic country. Korea is similar. The FES coming. What's FES? Arrival FES? Are you Singaporean? Ask questions, guys. How many Canadians were killed by monsters? Oh my god, 203. Tokyo certainly has problems. Yes. It was, how can I say? Yeah, Tokyo is Tokyo. Like if you compare Japan with Tokyo, you have a coffee in China and how it become very popular over the last decades or so. Tea, less so now. To be honest, not really true. A big problem that I often see with like other content is like they often mix the two. In coffee shop in China, they sell tea, okay? Not all the coffees are tea. Sorry, not all the coffees are coffee in coffee shop. It's Chongqing, China, okay? Chongqing. You think a person in Japan, Korea is worse than a regular Chinese blue-collar worker person? Yes, it is 100% they're worse off. Uh, oh, that's so cool. So the thing is, in China, the reason why coffee became popular is because of Luckin and Coty coffee, okay? Luckin is very, very famous in China. So because of Luckin, everyone goes to Luckin, and there's another one called Mishui, Mishu Vincent. Both are coffee shops, okay? But they don't sell coffee. They also sell tea. So most people often take the tea part. They don't take the coffee part. And people confuses it with coffee. In Western China. And yes, west part of China. Chongqing is in west part of China. But I used to live in northern China. I like northern China more. some reason nowadays. No, 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 no. I don't like northern China. I like southern China more. I think northern China have a lot of, yeah. So people often get confused. There's a reason, like a lot of people don't like coffee in China. So because a lot of people don't have high tolerance for coffee. For me, I drink a lot of coffee. That's why we do coffee review. Casinos? No. It's illegal to gamble in China. So, like for example, if me is in West China all desert, no. No, 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 no. How bad do you want Taiwan? I don't want Taiwan. How many Chinese people does it take to change a light bulb? I don't know. I'm asking you. One. People in Beijing use lots of R sounds when, yeah, they do. In the universe was Chinese and he didn't have a taste for cold water. Had to have it warm. Oh, makes sense. It's a normal thing. This is true. Not gross per se, but in China, I have not seen anyone drinking cold water. Living in prison is no different. Yes. You see, I'm depressed. In prison, they sell this coffee and cheese balls. Not very racing, but do you guys look at the same each other and like the rest of us think? No, it's not. How much is your social scores? It's above 10,000. Do you know what reference that is? That's Dragon Ball Z reference. These, what is that called? Power. I prefer water when not cold. Also, it's a lot easier. Another reason is health benefits. So in China, people think warm water has health benefit. So from childhood, their grandma or grandpa will always make them drink warm water. So once you start drinking warm water, yes, 9,000. Sorry, one not 10,000. People in US, no, not really. I don't think that. I am blind, so to me, all people are either way the same. No, it's not. So, they don't. I can tell the difference between all type of people. But I know what you guys are saying. Yes, there's a lot of foreigners. I mean, a lot of Chinese people who think like all Americans looks the same. Oh, but the teacher is fucking mentioning me in the group. Oh, yeah. Are you being chilling? No. I know you're talking about being chilling, right? People know about Western media. Like, I'm doing YouTube, right? They do, but you cannot open Facebook from China. If you open Facebook from China, you're gonna get banned. Strange when you leave the eastern part and go to Guangzhou, Ningxia, Xinjiang looks like another country. Gansu looks like another country? How? Xinjiang, I understand. It looks a little bit like another country. But Gansu, right? I've been to Gansu. It's a good place. I mean, it's a very, very poor part of China, but it's a good place. Where is a popular restaurant in China? That's difficult to say. For example, in Chongqing is Chongqing Xiaomian. Is there concern about freedom of speech in China? Of course there is. There is a major concern about freedom of speech in China, but not the same way as you think, probably. Yes, you cannot open protest. You cannot protest in China. It's illegal. Protesting is illegal, but there is always service and other things that you can participate, and laws will change according to league. So a problem with freedom of speech in the UK right now. There is a problem with freedom of speech everywhere. For example, I am demonetized, guys. Everyone remember that. Isn't that censorship? I'm depressed about the demonetization. I spent around like a 5 years to get the monetization. And now demonetized. Yay. Depressed. So we should make another joke. But yes, I'm on YouTube. People knows about YouTube, but people don't know about Facebook that much. The reason for that, I've been arrested from Facebook posts. Oh, whoa. I remember seeing an ethnic group in Xinjiang and half of the people is Han already. Han is like spreading and locals are shrinking. Um, there is a thing, right? It's not like the other minorities are dying, but they're spreading. Understand? They don't live in the same place. For example, this is something you need to remember. If you live in Ganshu, your biggest dream is to move. Okay, Gangshu is a very, 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 very poor city. I think it's one of the poorest city in China. So most likely, what's happening is that all the people, like ethnic minorities and other people, are moving to other cities. It's foggy. It's the foggy city. Isn't there Facebook clone in China? WeChat. It's not a Facebook clone. WeChat is completely different from Facebook. There's WeChat, okay? WeChat is more like a combination of WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, everything. It's not like Facebook. Make sense? It's a foggy city. It's on top of a mountain because it's on top of a mountain. So how it is. I want to go outside, but it's gonna start lagging if I go outside. I can get a SIM card by Sunday. Okay. Uh, so do you guys want to see lags? It's gonna lag so much. And there is also Red Note that is similar to Instagram. Hi, welcome to the live stream. I hope you guys all can subscribe and like. And I don't know. I don't love lag. Yeah, I know. No one likes lag. When it lag, it's not easy to communicate. But I don't have a SIM card, guys. My girlfriend left. She took her SIM card away with her. And is Kung Fu Sim different? Kung Fu Sim differently these days since the martial arts guy went to Kung Fu James beating. Oh, I know what you're talking about. He got banned. Do you know why he was banned? I do a research on him. I'm using VPN. I do a research on him. So he was setting up matches. This is something weird, Like when I see the news before, I'm like, why was he wiped out from? And he's actually banned from all social media in China, because when I search his name, I cannot find anything. So I was like thinking, like, why was he banned? Why was he banned? Like, just because he said like kung fu is fake in China, that everyone knows already, right? You cannot fight with kung fu. It's more like a health thing, you know. Like all the older people are doing tai chi and shit like that. No, no, not like that. Not like that. He can rent apartment. He can do everything. He just cannot be online. Understand? He can do everything, just cannot be online. So, because of just he cannot be online. The reason why it happened is because he was fixing matches. He was doing match fixing and making fake videos. No, 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 no. Not that. Not because of that. He was match fixing. When he was talking about those things, it was okay. No, 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 no. He was match fixing. That he's the bad guy. Don't be sad for him. Like he was setting up matches and he was pretending to win. That is why he got banned, not because of he talking about something. I had a boss. Wait. Hey, welcome to live stream, everyone. Is it true that a lot of older traditional buildings in areas were destroyed in Cultural Revolution? Yes. The China citizen knows about it. Of course they do. Why would they not know about the Iran and USA conflict? I had a boss who was a monk when he was younger and he knew Kung Fu. I didn't believe until he demonstrated his skills. It's not Kung Fu. Maybe, look, the reality is that there is no Shaolin monk in China, right? Shaolin monks were abolished long time ago. Mongol DNA? There's no such thing as a Mongol DNA. Do you mean Mongoloid DNA? Yes, he was match fixing, not real MMA. He was match fixing on the Chinese media and pretending and fighting. Current political, it's good. Broke tiles off the wall with 2 finger strikes, grip strength. What the fuck? He's a different breed. Since you have no risk right now, you can answer it honestly. Do you have more positive or negative view on? I have no view on Xinjiang. I have a lot of Xinjiang. Oh, view on Xi Jinping, not Xinjiang. Sorry. Yeah, I have positive view on him. He fled his 20s due to political pressure, and his brother was killed. Really? I don't know. Current trend going on Chinese social media. Mongoloid means something completely different where I come from. Really? Because I know that there's Mongoloid genetics, right? Actually, there is no such thing as Mongoloid genetics as well. Genetics is a biological term, not a racial term. So there shouldn't be Mongoloid genes as well. As far as I know, all of us are like the same genetics. Are they? I don't know. Are they funny and creative? Not around me. I think around me I'm the funniest person. The reason probably is because there is a lot of people in China, so 1.5 billion people. So among them, there's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna do a lot of innovation and shit like that. Mong means where I'm from, and people use Mongoloid as a. Oh, makes sense. Hi, welcome. The reason why I don't show this comment is because I already demonetized. I don't want to get banned from YouTube. Makes sense. Change about China. What could it be? I want. Can you read Chinese writing? I can. Not very well, but I can. One thing. China. What could it be? Ah, that's a good question. That's a very, very good question. Let me think. I want the burgers to be more better. That's something that I want. Is there anything? Because I'm from China. Yeah, yeah, I like him as well. Do you feel a lot of pressure from your parents? No. Nope, not at all. I think, but you need to remember, like, it's my choice. If I want to marry now, I can. Is it true most Chinese children's use abuse abacus in school? No. What the fuck? No. No. How are exams in high school? I hear they can be, yeah, it is brutal for most Chinese students. Not really. Like, most students don't use calculator, but I think that is a common thing in entire Asia that you're not allowed to use calculators for a long time. I think, like, I don't know, in university you can use calculator. Until then, you cannot use calculator. All educational changes, you choose burger. Oh, educational change something that Chinese education is more about memory, right? A lot about memorizing rather than innovation. So that's something that can be changed. There's a lot of things that can be changed, but to be honest, like if I say like one word about a policy, that is impossible. Because I'm a social science student, I know that some things that you want to change is not changeable so easily. Can parents pay for their children to get into a good university or no, you need to give an exam. You have to give an exam. So there's something, understand? Like for example, if you live in Beijing, the score system is not so. Yes, you can. Wait, how to answer this question without you taking it like in the wrong way? So in a way, yes, you can pay to get into a good university. That way is like if you buy a house in Beijing, that means you're a citizen of Beijing. Understand? In a simple way. Yes. So in a simple way, you're the citizen of Beijing. So the score system for Beijing student and a student from like, for example, say Shandong, okay, where there's a lot more students, it's not the same. So for example, let's say you're from nepotism is everywhere. Yes, yes, nepotism is everywhere. So let's say you're in Beijing, okay? Maybe you get the exam. Maybe you get 500 score. You're gonna get into a good university. But someone who's from Shandong, if they want to give the exam to get into like Beijing University, maybe they need to get 600. Understand? So there's a problem about this as well. So in a way, but not really. You cannot directly pay a university to get into that university. So don't take it wrong, okay? Pay for things that for your first children, but won't help you. No, 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 not really. If you have two childrens, so you're talking about the one child policy. That is a long old thing. Welcome everyone, Uncle P14. That was an old policy. That was not a very good policy. At that time, they thought it was a good policy, but they changed it. This is something you will see around China a lot. The reason why I'm talking good about China, not talking about all the bad things about China, is because remember, in the internet, there's 1,000 bad things, okay? So I will due to barter decline. Yeah. What if someone has 3 children today? It's okay. I think I saw a news long time ago, long time ago, that if you have 3 children, the government will give you some money. But I'm not so sure if it's true or not, okay? I didn't verify it. That's just something that I heard. A lot of people have 3 children still. It's a very old thing. That was a bad policy. At that time, they thought like there's gonna be overpopulation, not gonna be enough food. What Taiwan? Why you left Taiwan? What? Guys, don't do racism. Don't talk about too much. YouTube is gonna ban me. Remember, don't talk about Israel. I'm just kidding. I'm not sure what the things that you can say on YouTube or not. Because I got demonetized already. I'm depressed about it. It took me 5 years to get monetization. And now I'm demonetized. My contents are incontinent. Is there a concern about World War? No. What's the best street food in China? Wait, I know there's a lot about worrying about the West. No, there is no possible way there is gonna be a World War III. The reason for that is because wars were going on all the time. It's just we didn't know due to lack of internet. The reason for that is because now we have internet, so we can see all the wars, but wars were always going on. And the reason why there's no possibility of world war is because all countries have nuclear power. Not all countries, but the majority of the countries have nuclear power. Power countries are not gonna shoot with one another, shoot against one another. Best street food? That's a difficult question to ask. If you guys go to my YouTube channel, you can see some food videos. I could live in it seems like place, but seems good food and pretty much. Yes, Taipei is okay. If you compare Taipei and Hong Kong, I would say Hong Kong is lot more better, like 1,000 times better. Like no one ever thinks about living in Taipei, in China, because Taipei is more similar to Chongqing. Like if you watch my live stream, you can see like it's just the same. Chongqing, Taipei is almost the same, right? Shanghai is like a very modern city. Like if you consider like a very modern city, it's Shanghai, right? Beijing is a more like a political city, so I'll not say like you can live in Beijing or it's a good place to live. It's a good place to live, but if you compare like Taipei, I don't think anyone in China is thinking about, oh, I want to live in Taipei. It's good, but it's not like the best. Like if you think about best, it's Hong Kong probably. Not probably, it's Hong Kong. China was getting its oil supply from Iran from SCA route. If US takes control over Iran, will China take Russia's fuel? Yes, probably. Going live in China. I'm not concerned about going live in China. I'm concerned about going live with YouTube because they demonetize me. It's YouTube that demonetized me. It's not China's government or something like that. Come on. No, I'm not. Do you like needed to serve publicly? What? I didn't understand. Welcome to live stream. A lot of people are. Maybe because Taipei is in Taiwan, so not really. Also isolated island. Not really. There is also another isolated island as well. Inside China, there's a lot of isolated island. One of them is very popular, is Sanaya. It's also very isolated, right? Is separated entirely, but everyone goes to Sanaya. No one wants to live there, but everyone goes to Sanaya because it's so beautiful. Costco in China? No. I never see Costco, but there can be Costco. But there's Walmart. I'm in Chongqing. There's Walmart. There's Sam's Club. Do you guys know Sam's Club? And there is similar like Homa. I went to Homa. It's expensive. There can be Costco as well, but I haven't seen it. Do you need to join to work in public? No, you don't need to. Taiwan is the same as China. What happened to the division? What? Do you guys invest in stock market? I don't. Other people do. Could you explain the social? There's no such thing as that. So social credit system is like a system for like, as far as I remember, okay? It's like for the government worker. For example, let's say this year they give you like $1 million to fix the roads, okay? And you don't fix the roads, and you spend the $1 million in something else to do corruption, they will know, and you're gonna be flagged. Understand? That is something. That is the social credit system in a way. There's no social credit system in reality. There is something like a credit system similar to US, like for bank. There's TNT, H Mart, Daiso, a few other here. Do you know this one? No. I know H Mart, but I don't know Daiso. Sun Given Food. I don't know. I think it's some of them. If they're just only Canada based, I would not know them because there's one in Australia as well that I didn't know about. Popular ones are gonna be in China, but if it's just only like Canadian, it's not gonna be. Even in like for example, I know Jollibee is very famous in USA nowadays, but it's not in China because Jollibee is just Filipino fried chicken, right? They're Chinese grocery stores in Canada, really. But for example, There is a big problem, okay? Whenever Chinese grocery stores go to like a foreign country, they change their name. I live in Chongqing. Can you own guns? No, you cannot. Do people have them, or just police or mafia? There is no mafia in China. Maybe there is. I have never seen mafia in China. Police, I have never seen police with guns also. Have I seen police with guns? Some people in Hong Kong are scared when they will fully. Not really. Hong Kong people are racist. A big problem is like Hong Kong people are a little bit racist towards like the mainland people. They think they are too rich and mainland people are not rich. That's the same racism Shanghai people also have. They think they're better than everyone, you know? Go live. Quotas? What quotas? Not really. It's not true. It's just they're racist. What's the biggest financial investment or banking company in China? Did BlackRock call smack enter China? Of course. I think they have a lot. You know, like most of the debt. Oh, Daiso is Miniso in China. Ah, I know. Miniso is everywhere in China. So you have to remember, like, if you're from US, you know almost all the debt. US has the largest debt in the world, right? So almost all the debts are owned by Chinese people. Understand? Like Chinese people are the one who's buying the government bonds and everything. So all companies are everywhere. You can invest on stocks from anywhere you want. It's not the way you think it is. And every major company in the US will have extreme level of investment in China as well. Because it's a big market. Do you really think a company will not invest in China? They have 1.5 billion people. They want money. Like think about Marvel, right? They will bend their ass back just to get into China. Companies will sacrifice people to get into China. Understand? Power shifting in Asia. What power? Do you mean geopolitical power? If you mean geopolitical power, it's very simple. In Asia, you have two of the biggest country in the world. Yes, you have the two of the biggest country in the world, China and India. So China is gonna be in the power for a long time. After that, India will be in power as well, and they will fight with one another. Manufacture is not only cheap, but it's high quality often compared to. There is a reason for that. Chinese labor cost is lower also. Vanguard has stocks in every part of the world. Everything has stocks in every part of the world. Japan could be more stronger than it is today, but relies on US. No, I don't think Japan will be stronger. Do you know why? Japan has a problem with xenophobia. Let me explain to you something, a good policy. Okay. So it's not I hate Japan or something like that. I really, really love Japan. So maybe I sound a little bit racist, but I see a fault in their policy. For example, Japan lacks worker. Okay, Japan extremely lacks worker, like working people, working class people. They have an aging population, and because of the aging population, there is no way for them to sustain anymore. So what they have to do, either get a lot of babies. How can you get babies? No, not possible, right? Not actually. The way you can get babies is lower the cost of living and significantly you have to lower the cost of living. That is not possible in Japan because Japan is mostly companies. Understand? It's extreme form of capitalism. Okay, because it's extreme form of capitalism, it's almost impossible for them to lower cost because companies are controlling Japan, just like same as Korea, South Korea. Okay, so they need migrant workers. But whenever migrant workers comes, they face racism, right? Extreme level of racism. And because they get look, any country can grow if they want. It's not about America only. Okay, so the thing is that they have a lot of xenophobia. Like Japanese people don't like foreigners, any form of foreigners, and they will shift blames to foreigners whenever they can, because they started shifting blame and they start doing this shit. Migrant workers are facing a lot of problem and they're leaving, right? Particularly, and they're electing government who are racist, just basically racist, nothing else. Okay, so what that because of this thing, Japan is gonna face an extreme crisis soon, and this problem you can see getting solved in China. China still doesn't have a population crisis, so China already started like giving immigration, giving green cards. Understand slowly. This slowly started implementing the plans. this way, because China is also a little bit xenophobic, right? So whenever the migrant worker comes, it will take a lot of time for China to assimilate. So they are not taking like millions of migrant workers at a one time. They're taking one by one, one by one, one by one, slowly integrating them into the Chinese government system. They will make verifiable weapon. They have knowledge. Weapon does not do anything. Understand? Okay, let's say you have a very powerful weapon. Let's say you have nuclear weapon. What can you do with it? No, people don't. Japan culture is protected often to all cost. Lots of history. It's not about culture. I know a lot of people think like it's about Japanese culture and shit like that. No. Uh, the thing is, it's just they're not protecting culture. It's just they're being xenophobic. Understand? What is it? Paper tiger? I don't know what you're talking about. It's just they're trying to protect themselves. They're being xenophobic. They think, oh, foreigners come here. They don't follow our culture. Blah blah blah. Not culture. Culture is a very arbitrary word. Okay. No one believes in their own culture. Okay. No one tries to protect their culture. This is the truth. If people were protecting culture, they would be doing other things. Japan will not wear Western clothes, they will wear their own clothes, own traditional clothes. Any country that says that, oh, I'm just trying to protect my culture, it's hypocritic. Because look, what clothes are they wearing? They're wearing Western clothes. Have you seen people in the rice fields bending down, picking up rice, wearing blue clothes, bending down with the what? Laosis? No. Who's Laosi? I don't know. Laoshi? For something that seems strong, dangerous, powerful, but it actually makes sense. It's not, for example, right, for 1,000 years, people are predicting that Chinese economy is falling, Chinese economy is crashing, Chinese economy is crashing. It's a becoming trend, you know. It's not crashing. I sense a strong ambiguity between China and Japan. Japan is hardworking and disciplined, but also very aware and dominative. Can you what? I don't understand. What is have to do with like every people are hardworking. There is no people who's not hardworking. Do you think only Japanese people work hard? I think one of the most hardworking people are Mexican people in the world. They work 15 hours a day. You guys eat cats and dogs, don't talk about culture. Okay. Don't do racism, guys. From now on, don't do racism because you people do racism and do comments like that, my channel gets demonetized. And my channel is already demonetized. Oh, I wanna go outside buy milk. Okay. After a little bit, I'm gonna end the live stream and I'm probably gonna go outside and buy milk. Or I'm just gonna take the live stream and go outside. It's gonna lag and all the shit, but it's okay. Fuck it. Because I need to do a little bit exercise and walk. But I still wanna do it. Welcome. I remember you, Rainy. He's not brainwashed. He's just being a troll. Okay. And don't give troll powers. If you give troll power, trolls will rise up. Do you guys play like what? Wait, I don't understand like what anymore. Oh, I have stomach ache. I'm demonetized, everyone. A little bit depressed. I need to monetize again in 3 months. Can I open Patreon? I'm gonna try to open Patreon. And I'm gonna make everyone pay money. All China neighborhood hate it. What? India has managed fuel prices smartly while the rest of the world is facing sharp increase. Makes sense. But what do you think is the biggest reason why Japan rivals China? Japan is mass producer of a lot of products. Japan used to be like the big country, big producer. Big countries. India is one of the big countries. Sorry, what India? Japan was one of the big countries. Was one of the biggest exporter of the world. So that is why they rival. Japan is a model country in Asia. Yes, Japan is pretty good. Japan is pretty good, but the big problem with Japan is capitalism. Okay, It is a capitalistic country, and capitalism always been destruction in any country. It's for a certain amount of time, it's gonna give you growth, but long run, it's a self-destructing system. And Japanese capitalism is an extreme level of capitalism. Okay, unlike like if you think about like U.S. capitalism, it's not that extreme, but Japanese capitalism and South Korean capitalism is extremely extreme. Problem is too much working hours. That's not only problem. Japanese problems like cultural problem is insane. Prices of things are insane. You know the war crimes Japan has committed. Yes, Japan has committed. Look, he's just being a troll. Don't engage with him. Okay, if you engage with him, you just lose your brain power. Problem is too much working hour. In not that's if you think that's the only problem with Japan, you're very wrong. You should talk to a Japanese person. No, it's not true. Japan did war crime against China as well. The Nanking massacre was one of the brutal massacre in the history of the world. Constitution. Ah. Democracy? There is no democracy in Japan. There's no such thing as true democracy in the world. Democracy only exists in a vacuum. Democracy means the power to vote for everyone. People eyes are so small. Their eyes are not so small. It's just that they don't have the double eyelid. I like playing the just trying. Yes, it's not a train, it's a metro. But yes, it is a train. Metro train, right? I learned it. Significant other problem like declining population strive from that declining population, growing growing how to say growing cost, not enough. Like for example, if you live in Tokyo, you know that a lot of people in Tokyo just lives in a small apartment, going growing depression. It's again the problem with Japanese capitalism, extreme form of capitalism. If you guys study management, you guys will know this. So they used to write books about management from the US, but US people didn't like that book because it was too capitalistic, the management book, and it was too crazy. So later on, Japan inherited those books and they started implementing them and they saw extreme amount of success because it's crazy, psychopathic, right? And later on, and later on, USA took those books as well because they thought, oh, look at that, psychopathic. With the personal attention they have more lonely options for. That's not good. That is not human. That's inhuman. I know, but that's inhuman. That you're not human anymore at that point. You're just a machine. They give you that personal satisfaction is because that way they can destabilize you, they can keep you away from people, and that way you're gonna be more depressed and all you can do is focus on your work. Understand? And you can do in not you cannot do anything else. That is a form of control. You need to remember that is a form of capitalistic control. The capitalistic world wants you to be controlled like that so you can just be a slave. That is like slavery. Understand? Culture of respect? Not really. Culture does not exist, guys. Shifts towards Asia. The region is set to rapid growth. Power will never shift to Asia. The Chinese while Japan and Korea suffering mostly from declining birthrates and population due to capitalism. They don't have enough money. If you don't have enough money to pay for children, how can you have children? It's not Japan. I forgot who you are. But welcome to the live stream. The live streams are a little bit meaningless from now on because I don't have monetization anymore. China is okay. It's not good. For example, in the US is the same. Everywhere in the world there is a declining birth rate, okay? Uh, but the problem is like in the US or the other countries you cannot feel it is due to how to say due to like migration. They have big amount of migration. Understand? The biggest barrier for me to live in Japan is the language, but the food is, yes, that is true. Language barrier is also good. Much longer than everyone lives much longer than Americans, right? The loneliness problem. Yes, but it's not a China thing. It's a thing about capitalism as well. Place at China. Probably Guilin. Guilin is so beautiful. As a social science student, do you think entertainment industry is a way of escaping for mass crowds? Yes, it is. It is in a way, but not really. Entertain everything is has to do with social economy, right? For example, you see a lot of mass production of entertainment company. Oh, recently I saw like a video like a whitewashing of India. Like for example, like Krishna, right? The word Krishna means like black, something like that, as black as the crowd cloud, like thundercloud, something like that, right? Yet, if you see like movies and videos, you see like all the dramas, the Krishna and all the gods are represented as white. So this is due to capitalism as well, because white means good. In all the colonized countries, white means good because that's the propaganda that was fed to all the colonized countries. Understand? So because of that, what ends up happening is that entertainment industry can be mass produced as well. For example, K-pop, right? It's very, very mass produced, and it's not just K-pop, like the pop genre of music, all everywhere. It's very, very mass produced. And wait, Asia is already rising. Manufacturing population and growth numbers don't follow propaganda. We follow reality. Yes, that's true. Hey, welcome. I am sure. I guess Japan is the country where people live the oldest. Depends on Japan has the highest amount of suicide rate as well. Remember that. Their god blue, white instead of black. Yes. What I can find the answer of like they painting their god blue is because of the colonization. Goddamn, this British. Are you married? No. I'm just 25, guys. Are you Chinese yourself? No. If I super chat you, Eto, will you get down all your force and bark all day? You cannot super chat me. I am demonetized. Older K-pop songs are less English lyrics than today. It's English because it's mostly consumed by. Are you the Asian? I am Asian. It's consumed by like a lot of foreigners, even in Korea. Like being able to speak English is like cool in Asia, in China as well, right? Like a lot of people I see speak English and become instant famous. Speaking of C-pop and K-pop, I've seen some extreme of what is that? What is sasing? I don't know how to pronounce that word. Over the world, majority of people who enjoy K-pop are just deranged. It's probably deranged minority. My accent is Asian, but my accent is Asian. Are you sure? My accent is based on whichever you think it is. You know, what I understand about accent is unless you see the person behind the camera, you cannot actually know what their accent is because you presume. Because I'm doing the live stream from China, you assume that my accent is like Asian accent. I feel like, for example, young people in Shanghai, Tokyo, and Seoul all live similar lives and are abandoning their parents' tradition. Not just Shanghai, Seoul, and Tokyo. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, to be honest. Everywhere, people are abandoning their. Look, there is a very beautiful poem. Do you guys know this poem? Man hands on misery to man, like a coastal chef. Live as early as you can and never have a child of your own. Man hands on misery to man. I want to see the poem. Be either Vietnamese, Taiwanese, or something else. Taiwanese, Vietnamese, I don't know. I don't think so. Vietnamese people speak because Vietnamese people have tone in their language, so they speak in a different way. To be this be the verse. That's the poem name. It's okay. You can assume. I like it. They dut you up, your mom and dad. They may not mean to, but they do. They fill you up with their faults, and they had add some extra just for you. But they were fucked up in their turns. by fools in all style hats and coats, who half the time wear soppy storm and half at one another's throat. Manhandle and misery to man, it depends like a coastal chef. Get out as early as you can and don't have kids of your own. What happened in Tiananmen Square on? You search it. I know you already know. So don't do gotcha question anymore, guys. I get demonetized. Don't ask me about Tiananmen Square, other shits like that, that about like mass murders and shit, because I get demonetized. If I get demonetized, I cannot make money, so I cannot talk about these things. Do Chinese people use Timo? No. Timo is not Chinese. They have Taobao. I mean, Timo is Chinese, but they don't use it. For example, you live in a modern life today and you speak modern Mandarin, informal and new health slangs, and you probably stop doing some traditional over. Yes, yes, it's a common theme. Not just only that. Let me explain to you another thing. There is a very beautiful cartoon. You guys wanna watch it? I will. Okay. How about not now? How about later? We watch. I hope all of you guys can subscribe and how to say, subscribe and like the live stream, so we can watch this question, we can answer it later, we can make a literal video about it. Okay, how about I make a video about it instead of like making a live stream? What do you think? Because this is a good question. Yes, I like Taobao as well, but more than Taobao, I like Pinduoduo because Pinduoduo is cheaper. Is Yeah, it is a thing. Feminism is a thing everywhere. Females have been abused for a long time by all generation, by all groups of people. So feminism is a thing everywhere, but the term is very loose, and you can consider what is feminism to you, right? Abuse, yes, they have been. For example, when democracy started, right? Uh, Women were not allowed to vote. Understand? This is something that is very very difficult for people to understand, this concept of inherited wealth. Hi, welcome back, Kepi. Long time no see. I bought a coffee that looks like you. I don't know if I have it or not. I don't have it. They should not be allowed to vote. Do you know, Kepi? I got demonetized. I'm depressed about that. Yes, men were abused too, but not the same extent as women. Which country do you think maintain tradition and culture better? China, Japan, or Korea? None of them. I don't know. They said my content is not authentic. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. So I'm depressed. I like this one. My new favorite is Tim's Horton. China has two sides, one that goes viral on social media and another deeply traditional side that is rarely shown. Maybe. I get abused by my wife. Look, can you get monetized again? Yes, but 3 months later. So no, I'm not talking about that, you know. Mm, yes, so I'm depressed. I spent around so many years to get, this is my favorite coffee, by the way, to get the monetization, and they say, oh, does China have lots of immigrants? Not a lot, but have have enough. They're taking a lot slowly. You're talking about stop victimizing yourself. You have an experience. You're human. No, it's okay. How to say, individual experience. Don't discourage the individual experience as well. Understand? For example, often we think anecdotal evidence is not evidence. There are two type of evidence in the world. One is anecdotal. One is empirical. So, uh, for example, whenever you see a person getting giving an anecdotal evidence, that's still an evidence. That is their own world and own experience. For example, not just like their experience is not. You shouldn't just like brush it off. But for example, let's say how to give this example? Well, there are boys who live worse than a girl as well. Understand? For example, let's say someone in Palestine, right? For someone in Palestine. Wait a bit. Wait, guys. Let me explain this point clearly. Okay. A boy living in Palestine, lives lot worse life than someone who's living in China, a girl living in China, okay? Almost majority, I will say 90% of the girls living in China lives a better life than a boy who lives in Palestine. Understand? So so the thing is, so their personal experience is often varied. And then again, a girl who lives in Palestine probably lives lot worse. No, don't say that, guys. Come on. Don't be bad people, okay? Let her talk as well. Just like your personal experience matter, her personal experience matter as well. If it would belong to you, why do you experience abuse? Good question. And it's funny. Israel are chosen by God. Don't say these things, guys. I get demonetization. So look, it depends, right? So, but if you compare like a Palestinian girl to a Palestinian boy, probably most likely situation, the Palestinian girls lives worse a life than that. Then again, a Palestinian rich girl probably lives lot better life than a Palestinian poor guy. It has to do, it's not just like black and white, but has to do with a lot of things. Yes, about cannabis. Oh, sorry. Let me see. I'm sorry. You know, but yeah, I know about weed. My brother lives in Australia, guys. Remember that. It's very taboo in China, yes, but it does to me relaxation. Yes, but the thing is, you need to remember about Chinese history, okay? Due to Chinese history, there was the Opium War, right? And Opium War almost destroyed China. You can thank the British. Yay! Everyone clap for the British people. We love them. Uh, yes, and I'm already demonetized. Depressed, guys. Let's go buy milk. Okay. I did the live stream for 1 hour, so from now on, next event. So let's go buy milk. And it's wait, I'm gonna do you have social score and how high is it? There's no such thing as that. Jackie Chan. I like Jackie Chan. Yes, I will not get dollars anymore. Talking about Israel and shit. Yes. By the way, guys, everyone like the live stream and subscribe. I'm gonna end the live stream soon because either way I'm demonetized, so doing live stream is not really helpful for me anymore. So I'm a little bit depressed. They said my contents are unauthentic. How can it be inauthentic? I thought if social security was no, there's no such thing as that. There's no such thing as social security. Filipino pride. I like Filipino people. It's okay if they have pride. What's wrong with having pride? I really love the country of Philippines, to be honest. Actually, I love all countries, but for me, Philippines will always be something special because it's okay. Let him getting interaction. It's only money. Come on, guys. Money is a great form of motivation. No matter how I talk about capitalism, communism, no, I'm not from Philippines. It's just a good countries because that's the first foreign country that I traveled to be honest, like by myself. Yes, guys. I have you, but not rice. I know, I have Brazilian friends. Yes. I know that you're not even from England. Can I cuss? No, don't cuss other people. Who care? Look, the amount of time you're gonna waste on another person arguing is the amount of time you can just have fun. Nowadays, I don't argue anymore. You see, nowadays, if someone says something racist, I don't really hit back. The reason for that is because, like, I know it's just a waste of time, and either way, I'm not making money. Who cares? By the way, I show you guys my biscuit collection. I bought a lot of biscuits. This is one of my favorite biscuit of all time. Every time I ride a plane, I get this biscuit. Is the root of all evils, but how much is enough? Uh, I need like around for if I want to live in China, the amount of money I need is like around $1,000 every month. $1,000. No, not even $1,000. $500, right? If I can get like $100 out of YouTube every month, that is gonna be like something that I can live with extremely well because I already have my scholarship money. So I lack like 500 RMB every month. So $100 is like 700 RMB. So every month, if I could get $100 from YouTube, doing YouTube or other things, I would be more inspired. That would be enough for me. But in general, if I want to live like in China happily, all the money I need is like $500. 6,000, yes, around $500. $500 to $700 is enough. $1,000 would be like a stretch, like too much for me. But $500 is enough for me to live every month in China. How do we give you money? Not now, guys. I am gonna. This is Nanjing City. This is Chongqing City, guys. Nanjing is not here. Uh, near the river. I go near the river every day. Understand? And from now on, guys, if you guys do do racism, it's not gonna be shown. You guys can give me money later, after I open Patreon. Yes, be proud of your country. It's your identity. I don't have PayPal. I will try. I will try. But like, subscribe, guys. If I travel to China, I wanna do everything which is possible to do. How much money I need? Not much. It depends on you. Everyone, you should travel to China. Traveling to China doesn't cost too much money. Not now. Not know how to donate. You cannot donate anymore in my channel because I am demonetized. Whoa, welcome. I like Vancouver. Vancouver, Canada is also another place that I really, really like because that's one of the place I applied for in Why Are All Property Made in China? Property? I don't know. Like the like button. Yes. Okay, guys, let's go outside. Uh, let's. I'm gonna do this a normal walk, guys, today without live stream. I'm gonna try to do a live walk without live stream today. Let's see what can I do because every day I walk with live stream and I when I do live stream I feel more confident because I can go outside, interact with you people, so I can walk longer. But I'm gonna take a really small walk, so and I don't have the SIM card to do like uh live stream outside. I can do at home and it will not lag because I have Wi-Fi. But when I go outside, the live stream starts pausing. So today I'm not doing it. So today I'm not going outside. So probably I'm gonna end the live stream now and go out for a walk. You need to step up your game and join the Communist Party. I cannot. Welcome back. You can talk about politics, but I don't know. Fuck YouTube. Why? Why other people can talk about politics in YouTube, but I cannot? Should I switch to Twitch? Yes, that's true. Should I switch to Twitch, guys? Do you think it's better? I'm gonna switch to Twitch, maybe. I'm gonna try checking Twitch because I'm having difficulty. Life is becoming bad. Where when caught me. By the way, guys, for today, let's end the live stream. Stop fighting people. I can do both. Yes, that's also good. I can do both. Convicted, or do you have like? No, no, no. It's not like that. If you join the oh no no no. If you join the Communist Party, nothing happens. I don't really want. Okay, I'll stream on both for platform. No, no. Let's end the live stream because if I go outside, it's gonna start lagging. So if you wanna see the lag, it's okay because I don't have the SIM card anymore. Wait, let me take you guys outside. Either way, it's fine. Let it lag, okay? Let it be. Let it be. When I find myself in times of trouble. Okay, what we need to buy? First thing first. My teacher texted me, so I still need to end the live stream. Let it be. Today let's end the live stream, okay? Tomorrow we do proper live stream at 1 o'clock in Chinese time. From tomorrow, let's do properly, okay? Today just my girlfriend left, so my schedule is fucked. I'm gonna fix my schedule and then let's start doing the live stream properly. Is the most normal system. Yes. Yeah. I love capitalism. I don't think people reported it because there's no one who can report our live stream. But anyways, guys, for today, let's end the live stream. Later, we gonna from tomorrow, let's do like proper live stream, and in the same time every day, I'm gonna fix my routine. Yes. Anyways, guys, subscribe to the channel. From tomorrow, watch the live stream. Tomorrow will be a little bit earlier from 1 o'clock in Chinese time. I don't know in other countries' time. Okay. See you guys. Take care. See you guys next time. Bye bye.